Tēnā rā tātou katoa. Welcome today in the House on Thursday the 8th of July. We will start off as usual with question time. And the first question up today is from Mark Cameron from the ACT Party, and he'll be asking a question to the Minister of Conservation, and his question is in relation to nature-based jobs. Question number 2 is Dr. Shane Reti, Deputy Leader of the National Party, and his question is to the Minister of Health, and he's asking a question about the readiness of DHBs to cope with winter illnesses. Question number 3 from Dr. Duncan Webb is one that comes up almost every question time, and it's to the Minister of Finance, asking what recent reports the Minister has seen. And that's followed with question 4 from Andrew Bailey of the ACT Party, and his question is to the Minister of Revenue, and he's asking a question about tax, about deducting interest from rental income, and that is followed by question number 5 from Dr. Liz Craig, and her question is also to the Minister of Health, and she's asking about a recent announcement about like minds, like mine, and that question is followed by one from Simon Watts of the National Party, question number 6. And his question is to the Minister of Health, and he's asking a question about how many unfilled positions there are in our DHBs. Question number 7 is from Willow Jean Prime of the Labour Party, and her question is to the Minister for Women, and she's asking about women representation on public sector boards, and so that's her question, number 7. Question number 8 from the Honourable Julianne Genter of the Green Party, and her question is to the Minister of Energy and Resources, and she's asking about the number of permits issued, or new permits I should say, for gas exploration. Question number 9 from Barbara Edmonds of the Labour Party to the Minister of Transport, and her question is about New Zealand Rail. And that's followed by another question to the Minister of Transport, this time question number 10 by Christopher Luxon, and his question is, does the Minister stand by all of his statements and actions? Question number 11 is will be asked by the ACT Party member Karen Chaw, and her question is to the Minister for the Prevention of Family and Sexual Violence. And her question also asks, does the Minister stand by a statement that she's made about her portfolio? And finally, question number 12, we have Camilla Bellich to the Minister for Food and Safety, and her question is about the prevention of spina bifida. Once after question time, we will go into the continuation of the third reading of the Gas Information Disclosure and Penalties Amendment Bill. There's only 4 calls left on that bill, and following that we have a 1 hour 35 minute debate, and this debate is on Zero Suicide Aotearoa. And this is a report that was carried out by a cross-party group here in Party. All parties participated in that, and this is the debate on their report. It should be a very well-attended debate today, and a very interesting one, I'm sure, for everyone to hear. And that concludes our business for today, and indeed our business for this 3-week sitting block. Parliament goes on a 3-week recess, and we will return and resume our business here at Parliament on Tuesday the 3rd of August. Nō reira, tēnā rā tātou katoa.